everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 5 catches, 65 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called, fire out, and smack people.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Elway to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week.
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved? Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Well, look now at the defensive starters for the Cardinals. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
I'm coming after you, 25. Here I come. Single slot.
3rd and 2. Now Elway. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready up. 53. Check 53. All day,
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Let's go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Elway. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Play action. It's Elway. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 125 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
X3, 218, chopper. You're out. Push him back. 25, check 25, check 25.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the ready. Look at
They'll
me.
come out
Go,
in the pistol.
Go. Hey, Charlie. Fight.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lock. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go, baby.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Elway to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
This week, a huge part of that, this pass.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Come on, set. 60 or. Watch the run. Watch the run. Top go.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now a look at the Chargers starting 11 on defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
On 2nd down now, Singletary. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 34.
Get 61. Max Fox, light. Check 26, check 26. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Hard. Get it.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Elway. And caught by Henry.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the defense.
On 1st and 10, Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This is taken around the 12. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Come on, set, 8, read.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they look very aware that those could happen on any given down.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Ready? 70, Indy. Jet bomber. Jet bomber. At the 20-yard line. Go on. Hey, Orbit. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lock. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They run here with Singletary, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and 2, Elway, open man, it's Allen. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now Gordon on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster. Try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Go!
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Hey, let's go.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
61, matchbox, lights. Hey, zoom. Rock it. Hey. Go.
2nd and 5 now. Lock. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Big ass.
So we've come to halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. He's got his man on the crossing route. And out across midfield down to the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Ready? 60 or.
On first down, Singletary, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Bravo.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Singletary again. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? It keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Singletary. And Singletary has it stripped and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a carry here for their fullback. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Now
it's Elway, and he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Away throw, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Ja'Kai Polite. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. He goes 57 yards on the punt return as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Cleveland Farrell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Elway. He completes it to Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can
rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Gets past one man. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Ready?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? How do they score here, especially a touchdown? It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the gun on third down, Locke. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
Check to the ball. Check to the ball.
Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
70, Indy. All day, every day.
They go right back to Singletary. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They will run with Singletary. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Squeeze.
On third down, Singletary. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up fourth down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Ready, go. 53, Mike. Ready.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Wide open receiver, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here I come again.
Leo.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
Squeeze, double. Wide.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it first and goal here from the 2-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Singletary. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Devin Singletary with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Elway. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Ja'Kai Polite picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Chargers on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Elway. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Ja'Kai Polite getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's brought down. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's the fullback. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. As his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now it's Elway. Well, this is caught by Williams. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Blitz coming, and Ja'Kai Polite. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Here's Sam Martin now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That's taken on the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. On third down, Singletary. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Cards, the perfect...
Since I blew, they all on my... Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the... Back then, used to out the zip.